What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I am Jay. This is Jay's Life Out Loud. Y'all already know a channel about nothing, but it's about something. So, move the steering wheel down. So, I'm, what's on my mind today? Y'all around kids, you might want to put some earphones on. I'm making this video 18 years and older because I'm ready to clear my mind. So, I gave you time, here we go. You know, the older you get, for some, let's put it this way, the older I get, the more control I get over how I react. When I was younger, I remember my mother telling me that my temper was like my father's. And she would say, you know, my dad died from multiple brain aneurysms. I held his hand while they took him off life support. He had multiple brain aneurysms. And my mother said she believes that came from him being so angry. And I was never like an angry person. But I'll tell you this, I got to a certain age where, you know, people made fun of my color, this and that, or whatever. So at a certain age, I had to basically stand on 10 toes and be like, look, I'm either going to cap back. You know, I had choices. You either gonna cry, cap back, stand 10 toes down, and just scrap it out. I got to the point where when I was outside the house, fuck them tears. We either gonna cap it out, and I'm gonna make you want to fight me, or we just gonna fight, period. Not saying that I had a lot of fights, but I wasn't scared to throw them hands. As I got older, as we do in the neighborhood, it went from fighting to gunplay. And I wasn't scared to hold no pistol. I wasn't scared to shoot no pistol. So, as I got older, I learned how to think before you react. And I used to tell my sons all the time, I say, for every action, there is a reaction. And if you're not ready for the consequences that come behind your decision, you better sit long and hard and think about what you do before you do it. But lately, I don't know if it's that I want to go to Africa so bad, or get out this country so bad, or get out of the rat race so bad, or get out of just that everyday humdrum of working more than you get to relax. You working, you know, from Monday to Friday. Friday evening, before you look up, it's 11 o'clock at night. So all you got is Saturday and Sunday. By Sunday evening, you preparing to go back to the slave quarters, to the slave dungeon for Monday. You got to wash, you know, if you're working, especially, you know, you got to wash from the previous week. But lately, I mean, you know, you driving home, you dealing with a bunch of fucking idiots driving. People that I don't know where they learn how to drive. They turning from the far right lane, turning left, dead off in front of you. People with not enough room to get over, jumping over. You know, damn near tearing your car up because they in a raggedy ass car that they don't give a fuck about. So, with all this said, I've really been trying to push back that I don't give a fuck attitude. And I found myself the other day cutting the grass, angry, upset. And I really, really wanted. I said, you know what? You know, I'm cutting the grass. You know, people drive by, they stop, they staring and shit. I'm like, I'm cutting the fucking grass. What the fuck is you looking at? So, okay, you might not have never seen a motherfucker as dark as me, whatever the case may be. But now it's irritating because I'm already irritated about not being able to just fucking relax. So every day on the way to work, I'm dealing with these non-driving, non-knowing how to drive motherfuckers on the way to work. Then I got to deal with these same different motherfuckers doing the same dumb shit all the way back home. So now, any other situation that I get into or just daily life, it starts to add to it. And then knowing that if you have a dream and you have to defer that dream for so long, and you have to do certain things that you have to do in order to make that dream come true, or you haven't found a way to make the dream come true faster, in between time, that wait can be agonizing. That wait it's like you waiting in a waiting room to see a doctor. Then once you get out of that waiting room, they put you in a room, tell you to put that funky robe on. Now you sitting in this room with your ass out, and you still waiting. That's what it feels like. And you're like, well, damn, my appointment, they told me to be here 15 minutes earlier. My appointment was at 7 a.m. It's now 7:45, and I'm still sitting back here. That's how I'm feeling. So you take on the everyday rigmarole from going to work, dealing with people, supervisors, people you don't want to work with. Then you're dealing with the ride home. Then you get home, you're dealing with this need to be done, the grass need to be cut, this got to be done, the fucking refrigerator ain't closing right, dumb shit. By then, you fucking frustrated. And I found myself yesterday cutting the grass, like, I felt like, you know, the old days, like, I want a pistol. Like, I really, you know, I don't know if I need, because I've been going to the gym like every other day on my lunch. Our lunch is an hour. But I noticed lately that my temper is coming back. I noticed lately even though I'm practicing my patience, and, you know, I turn on my music on the way home, I try to I waste so much gas going the long way to avoid these people. You know, if I take the long way, I don't have to get on a certain freeway. If y'all from Detroit, you know, if you get on fucking Davidson, man. So anyway, there are certain situations that you have to deal with in life. You know, and you pray and you ask the Lord to intervene and this and that. But then when certain shit just starts stacking and stacking and stacking and stacking and stacking, you ever get that feeling like you ready to bust? Or either bust a motherfucker in the head? And I have to talk to myself in third person. Calm down. Just relax. Don't say nothing. Just don't worry about it. We were talking at work today, and we were talking about customer service and how the two of the guys that I work with, they go to this Chipotle. And the one guy was telling him, yeah, it's a little thin, dark-skinned girl that worked there. She got a real bad, he said it's a young girl up there. She got a real bad attitude. My other coworker said, oh, the little dark-skinned girl. He said, the thin, dark-skinned girl. He said, yeah. So my coworker told him his story. They switched stories. He said, what you do? Just forget about it, kept on going. He said, yeah. Then I said, damn, you know what? But how long can we keep doing that? How long can you just keep letting shit slide? How long can you keep turning the other cheek? for you bust somebody in the motherfucking head. Like Bernie Mac said, to the white meat. I just be tired of the ignorant shit. I said ignorant. Not ignorant, ignorant. You know, I was raised to be polite. I was raised with morals. I was raised to know right from wrong. My mother did a damn good job. And my grandmother did a damn good job. I'm not saying that my father wasn't in the house, but I learned majority of my things from either my mother, my grandmother, or just being around other men that showed me different things. You know, my father moved out of the home when I was 16. So from that age on, I had to pick up things that other men in the neighborhood that I would meet and when I would be working, different things like that. And you know, it was in between meeting I can't even say the word, influential black men. They didn't have to be doctors. They didn't have to be lawyers. These were people that worked. I learned from my grandfather, watching him. My grandmother, she got me in the gardening. You know, my mother was the one to this day that always pushed being kind to people. And it's not like she told me, she showed me through her actions. And my father, he showed me how to be mad, how to be angry, you know, how to show a motherfucker you not playing with them. And sometimes in life, I agree that you do have to show a motherfucker that I'm not playing with you. Sometimes it's necessary. I've learned with like working in the plant. A lot of times when it comes to working in a plant where you're working for the car, automotive, whatever, a lot of times if you don't speak your mind, supervisors will keep fucking with you. They'll keep doing stuff. And then when you fucking snap, they'll understand. Okay. And y'all can be cool from then on, but you gotta it's no different than you working. I remember I had wanted to go to night shift just to get away from days because I was trying to get out of a position, right? So my union rep worked it out so I go to nights. We got the management to agree. In order for me to get the position, I could either go to days or go to nights or whatever I wanted to do. But they told me it had to be on a certain area. So I chose nights because I felt I needed a break. I needed something new. I needed something fresh. And I needed to get away from this one superintendent that was trying to get me fired. And I don't believe in that because I'm the only one get me. You not gonna get me fired with your sneaky ways. I kept telling him, if I'm gonna leave, it's gonna be on my own terms. So anyway, I go to this shift, and they had a lot of young people working on this night shift, which is a lot of times that's the case nowadays. So I'm working in one area, and there was a young man there that I never worked with before. Didn't know who he was, and definitely didn't know that he knew my name. So I was in one area, and somebody called me. I'm talking, I ain't paying no mind. They called me again. I turn around, nobody said nothing. It happened again. I turn around, young girl point and did like this when the guy wasn't looking. So I ain't say nothing. This may happen like, I want to say it happened 2 days in a row or something like that. And by that second day, I'm working the line. I'm in the front of the line. He towards the back. He about probably 5-6 sections away from me. working. Hey, somebody called me again. So at the time, my oldest son was working there. So I looked down at him, and my kids would not dare call me by my first name. So I looked down at him, and he knows his dad. My son know how I get down. So he turns and look at the guy. Now, mind you, we working on the line. This line is not supposed to stop. I walk down to him, and I'm like, what's up, bro? He like, ain't nothing. I say, so why you keep calling my name? No, I was just playing around. I said, bro, you don't know me like that. So don't play me like that. Don't play with me like that. And sometimes you have to be the person that confronts the situation to get it over with. To let another person know, don't fuck with me and I won't fuck with you. But then sometimes you have to be man enough to know, let this alone, leave it alone. Let me remove myself from the situation before something goes bad. That's wisdom and that's maturity. But sometimes in life, that shit can start piling on you. And piling on you. And even sometimes the person closest to you don't realize how much shit is piling up on you. But even during my spout, my whine and my complaining right now, I thank God for the maturity, the wisdom, that he has given me and the people he has placed in my life, the good and the bad, to show me it's, the way to handle certain situations. Something happened today, and I'm not going to get into it, but I was really ready to pop. When I say pop, I have not felt this feeling since I was young. And if you've been out here and you've been doing this, you know what the streets is like. That feeling when your heart is beating so fucking hard and you get that energy, that adrenaline pushes through you and you ready to do that shit. As I told y'all, sometimes I have to breathe and talk to myself. Breathe and talk to myself. I've never been an evil motherfucker. I've never been a spiteful motherfucker. But I like to keep things light, crack jokes, have intelligent conversation about our race as black people. What can we do better? What are we doing wrong? This and that. I like those conversations. I'm not the kind of person that likes to sit around and talk about sports, who scored this, because to me, it's all a distraction. Don't get me wrong. We may get caught up. I may get caught up in a Diddy conversation or something like that. But I like conversations that will stimulate my mind and when I leave that conversation, I came out with something. I may have enlightened somebody else, or they may have enlightened me. But a lot of times when you laugh and joke, people think or take that as a weakness, or as if, he look a certain way, but he just is soft. And I have no reason to show that other side of me at a workplace, at home, unless it is something that is going to put my life in danger. Or if it's something disrespectful, because that's one thing you ain't going to do. You ain't going to disrespect me. That's not what you're going to do. I'm going to let you know in a certain way, even if I do it through a joking manner. And I've learned to turn that argumentative person into a joke. I can turn it into a joke, get my point across, and cuss your ass out at the same time without losing my cool. And the whole time, everybody will be laughing. But after it's said and done, when they walk away, they're going to be like, damn, oh, bro, put you in your place. Yeah. It's been said so many times. I've had people come back and apologize, this is that. I know, bro. Hey, ain't nothing but love, man. I love you, man. Ain't nothing but love. But as of lately, these last couple of weeks, I've been ready to pop. And I've been having to talk to myself. In this situation today, when I got home, man, I'm going to get off of here, but I want y'all to know, and these to the men, one of the biggest signs of disrespect that you can ever do, and this may sound funny, but a grown man knows this. You never park in another man's motherfucking driveway. If I get off of work and you in my fucking driveway, you deserve to get the shit slapped out of you. Then you looking at me like, I done worked a full shift today. I want to pull in my garage, go in the house and take my shoes off and scratch my motherfucking feet, and you in my driveway. May sound petty to y'all, but to me it's respect. If everybody parked on the street, and you have to understand, when I say, when things start to pile up, that's when I need to take a breather. It's time for a vacation. It's time for either some me time where I get away, go do what I'm going to do whatever it is. I'm going to go see a movie, go relax. I'm sitting in the parking lot right now. But I tell you, be wise with your anger. If you believe you're getting ready to get into a situation and you can feel yourself getting ready to push that button, step back. Leave. If it's all possible, where if your family ain't in danger and it ain't life-threatening, be of the calmer mind. Because nowadays, most people do not value life. For y'all that watch the channel all the time, you know I got a 5-year plan. I'm getting the fuck out of America. I will be in Africa on my land. I don't care if I'm walking around that motherfucker butt ass naked. It's mine. I'm going to do what I want to, and I'm going to be at peace. But until that time, I have to be patient, keep calm, and do what I need to do so I can do what I want to do. So with that said, peace, peace, peace. Love y'all.